Here we are going to discuss about question paper that came during a term 1 examination in biology. Though the question paper is out of 80 because it's a science question paper with physics, chemistry and biology, and it's for 3 hours, but I'm going to say only about the different types of questions that came in biology. And this is from the lessons plant tissues, and it's having cell organelles, and there's a mention of cell division too. Following plastids are colorless. The options are A. Chromoplast, B. Chloroplast, C. Leucoplast, and D. All of the above. So the plastids that are colorless, first option, chromo means color will be there. Chloro also color will be there. Leucoplast is the answer because they have no color, they colorless. So that's the answer. Leucoplast. Following is not a component of phloem. So phloem means they will have sieve tubes, they will have companion cells, they will also have phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. So which option is it that doesn't belong to any of the components of phloem? And here the answer is xylem vessels. So C is the answer, which is not a component of phloem. Currency of the cell. So the options A, endoplasmic reticulum, B, ATP, C, mitochondria, D, none of the above. So which of the following gives energy? It is B, ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Yes, it's found in mitochondria, but mitochondria is not the energy currency of cell. Mitochondria is a powerhouse of cell. Because it is having the energy currency of cell, that is ATP. So ATP is the answer. Responsible for the increase in girth of a plant stem. Girth means it's the width of the plant stem. Which one it is? A, intercalary meristem, B, lateral meristem, C, apical meristem, and D, parenchyma. So here intercalary meristem means that's a meristem found in between the internodes. And apical meristem means that is a meristem found in the tip of the plants, that is either tip of the shoot or tip of the root. And parenchyma is only a permanent tissue. It's not a meristem itself. So the answer here is lateral meristem. Because lateral meristem only helps in increasing the girth of a plant stem or the width of the plant stem. What type of plant tissue is found in the husk of a coconut? So husk of a coconut means then it will be very hard, it won't have cytoplasm, and it will be fibrous. So the options are A, parenchyma, B, collenchyma, C, sclerenchyma, and D, meristematic tissue. So the answer is C, sclerenchyma, because sclerenchyma tissues are mostly dead tissues and they will be hard also and they can protect also. So that's the answer, sclerenchyma. Different options in assertion reason type of questions. First option, both A and R are true and R is a correct explanation of A. Second option, B, both A and R are true and R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true but R is false, and D, A is false but R is true. Assertion, mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell. And the reason given is mitochondria are the sites of photosynthesis in plants. Here the option number C is the answer because assertion is true but reason is false. Why? Because mitochondria is a powerhouse, but it's not the site for photosynthesis, it's a site for respiration. That's why. And parenchyma, they are two different forms of parenchyma, but the difference is chlorenchyma means they are the parenchyma with chlorophyll. So it can perform photosynthesis, whereas parenchyma is found in aquatic plants, stems, leaves. They are parenchyma with air cavities. So that's the difference. Identify the type of plant tissue that's given below. So what is this plant tissue diagram here? This is a phloem tissue. Which part of the plant would you find this tissue? This tissue is phloem tissue, the section of phloem tissue. It can be found in all parts of the plant, stem also, root also, everywhere, because phloem only transports the food for the plant. So it will be found throughout the plant. Now label the parts marked A, B, C, and D. So what is this A? A means it looks like sieve plate. B denotes sieve tube. Then coming to C.
C is parenchyma and D is companion cell.
Take here. Suppose this column I'm going to make it as plant cell and the other column as animal cell. The first difference is plant cell, they have got a cell wall. Whereas animal cell, and the second difference is that plant cell, they will have chloroplast, leucoplast. So all the plastids are present in the plant cell, which are absent in animal cell. Large in case of plant cell. Whereas in case of animal cell, there will be numerous vacuoles, but it will be small in size. There might be more differences, but I have written only 3 differences minimum. In plants, name the process by which meristematic tissue develop into permanent tissue. Now the simple permanent tissue that stores food. What stores food? The parenchyma tissue. So the answer is parenchyma tissue. Then the tissue that provides flexibility in plants is collenchyma tissue. And name the process by which meristematic tissue develop into permanent tissue. Now, when permanent tissue becomes a meristematic, so that process will be called as differentiation. So we have to draw the plant cell structure like this. After drawing each of the part, now here I'm drawing nucleus. Then you label that nucleus. The part which is there outside the cell bordering the cell is called cell wall. And then there is a plasma membrane. Now there is the organelle that controls the activities of the cell, and it's called as nucleus. So label that as nucleus. And the membrane called as nuclear membrane. Now, from the nuclear membrane, you can connect it with the endoplasmic reticulum. After drawing the endoplasmic reticulum, if you are drawing ribosomes on the surface, then it's called rough endoplasmic reticulum. And their functions will be to make proteins for the cell. Then, if the endoplasmic reticulum is not having ribosomes, then they will be called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So their function will be to produce lipids for the cell and also for detoxifying. Ribosomes, they are the protein synthesizing cell organelles in the cell. Then there is a large vacuole. For plant cells, always large vacuoles are there in which they store. You have to name the substance by which the cell wall is made up of. The cell wall is made up of cellulose. Next, D is cell organelle that is responsible for release of energy as ATP. There's only one cell organelle in which ATP is synthesized, and that is mitochondria. Question E, the scientist who discovered nucleus. The scientist who discovered nucleus is Robert Brown. So in prokaryote, that undefined nuclear region is called as nucleoid region. And B part is write the name of the storage sac of a cell. The storage sac of a cell is called as vacuole. The process by which new cells are made is called cell division. Now the question is, what are the two types of cell division? What are the two types of cell division? The two types of cell division are, one is mitosis and the other is meiosis. Now the B part of the question, name the cell division which is responsible for growth and development. So growth and development means the answer will be mitosis. C part of question, name the cell division which takes place in reproductive cell during gamete formation. So during gamete formation, it will be the other cell division, that is meiosis. Write differences of these two types of cell divisions in respect of 1. The number of daughter cells formed, and 2. Number of chromosomes in daughter cells. So we will divide this into two columns. We'll make one column for mitosis and the other column we can make for meiosis. Now in case of mitosis, the number of daughter cells formed will be only 2. 2 daughter cells are formed from the parent cells. Whereas in case of meiosis, from the parent cell, 4 daughter cells will be formed as a result of meiosis. Then for the part number 2, number of chromosomes in the daughter cells. Now in case of mitosis, it is an equational division. So they will have equal number of chromosomes. Daughter cells will have equal number of chromosomes as that of the parent cell. Now whereas in meiosis in the daughter cells, the number of chromosomes will be reduced to half. So there will be only half the number of chromosomes in the daughter cells than that of the mother cells. So they will be, so we can write chromosome number will be reduced to half. Chromosome number in daughter cells will be reduced to half. As well as chloroplast. They have DNA also and ribosomes also. So that's the answer.